Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Nolan Crane. Husker Nation is still celebrating the volleyball team's 5th national championship in school history after beating Florida last night. Channel 8 sports anchor Ryan Hillman joins us with tonight's top story. We do have some breaking news out of Northwest Lincoln. Officials are responding to a garage fire at a home near Northwest 56th and West Adams. Take a look at the scene right here. Officials say the garage was filled with very large propane tanks, some maybe even 100 pounds. Lancaster County engineers are trying to find ways to improve safety out on the roads. They're looking specifically at last month's deadly car accident involving an 8th grade student. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Fema Pagmani joins us with all the details. The suspect of a hit and run from last week is now facing new charges. She's scheduled to be in court later today. Here's this morning's follow-up. Lincoln police say 36-year-old Autumn Hernandez has died from her injuries. 21-year-old Casey Alatorre was the driver of Hernandez's car when the incident occurred. Alatorre has already been arraigned on a charge of leaving the scene of a serious injury accident, but she's now being charged with vehicular homicide. Here's a question we've been talking about right here at the desk, and maybe you'll be thinking about a little bit later on tonight. Do you believe in aliens? So far, the Pentagon has spent millions of dollars on a program looking into UFO sightings. Here's ABC's Tony Real with the story. You got a ball. I think we're ready to go. In 2 weeks, if you want to see the shot live in person with his whole team, let's see if we can do it. I don't know.
Come on, we can use
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
There's the man.
Only right here on Channel 8. Thank you for joining us.
Who would make a rain jacket without a hood attached?
Not only that, who would buy a rain jacket without a hood attached?
Get out of here.
Good way to turn it around there.
Today we're going to be talking about meal prep. And Tara, I don't know about you, but when I go to the grocery store, fruits and vegetables, they look pretty good until I get home and open up the fridge and
what
I'll take
happened?
a pass.
Right,
Exactly.
Yeah, what the heck happened?
There's a new World Series champion team this morning.
Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions.
And after that play, the Astros beat the Dodgers 5-1 late last night in Los Angeles. Houston's George Springer was named World Series MVP. One of the big highlights came after the game during the celebration right there on the field. Take a look at this. Astros shortstop Carlos Carrera got down on one knee and proposed to his girlfriend, and of course, she said yes. Lincoln police are currently investigating a stabbing from early this morning. Here's tonight's Crime Beat report. It happened near 13th and O at around 2 a.m. Police say a man was trying to break up a fight when he was then stabbed in the back. He's been treated for non-life-threatening injuries. As of now, no arrests have been made. A former police officer charged with first-degree sexual assault has made his first court appearance. In a 9-page affidavit, a State Patrol investigator says a 30-year-old woman described around 54 sexual encounters with Greg Cody for more than a year. According to the report, they met while he was on duty. Cody's attorney says his client strongly disputes the claims. Hopefully our immune system can keep up, because that 40-degree temperature swing in just one day, that's a big difference.
Yeah, wear your hats.
And your scarf and your mittens and your boots, everything else you'll need. Thank you, Alden. I have some breaking news this morning. Lincoln Fire and Rescue are at the scene of a 4-alarm fire at Black Sands Apartments near 33rd and Folkways. This is a live look right here at the scene. You can see several fire trucks at the location. The call came in at around 4:30 this morning. They've been going non-stop. We do have some live video as well on our Facebook showing us the inferno of that apartment building. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the Mondays, but at least seeing those 50-degree temperatures makes it a little bit easier. Now, Lincoln, we have won this trophy several times. Tom Osborne, of course, was the head coach then. Tell us a little bit about what it takes to win this trophy. I'm here at 1st and West B Street, and as you can see behind me, as the rainwaters came down, the floodwaters have risen, and it's also pretty deep. And because of these high floodwaters, it's one of the main reasons law enforcement agencies have been so busy. The Lincoln Police Department responded to 27 calls. Some of that is from people who have been stranded, others calling because they have debris falling in their yard. The sheriff's office also has been very active. They responded to 24, but by far the most. Lincoln Fire and Rescue responded to more than 90 calls in the span of just 24 hours. Obviously, if it's going to flood, streets are not going to be the only areas that get hit hard. A lot of homeowners here in the city of Lincoln are also waking up. They're checking their basements, and basements are also flooded, and construction companies are receiving a lot of calls already to try to help them out. Live in the city of Lincoln, Nolan Crane, Channel 8 Eyewitness News. Hannah, back to you. When Brad Anderson has free time, he enjoys playing music and writing poems. His motivation, his wife's battle with Alzheimer's.
She doesn't know my name. Sometimes I come up, I'll sit up and she'll look at me and say, "Who are you?" And then she may stop and say, oh, you're that guy. Then I'll say, "Yeah, I'm that guy. My name's Brad."
Earlier this year, they celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary, but the past 5 years have been a challenge after she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
We're literally grieving every day. It's a continuous loss.
Last year, he made the tough decision to move her to a healthcare facility in Omaha. That's when he got busy working with lawmakers.
I had the opportunity to become an Alzheimer's ambassador, which is a volunteer position. There was over 1,000 of us in Washington up on the Capitol Hill that one day visiting our legislators and expressing our needs.
His efforts helped pass a bill giving an additional $300 million for Alzheimer's disease research. Experts say that's just a drop in the bucket because the disease will cost the U.S. more than $226 billion just this year. According to the Alzheimer's Association, the same costs are expected to increase to $1.1 trillion by the year 2050.
There's no survivor's walk, so to speak, for Alzheimer's. No one survives it. It's just a matter of how it progresses.
This Sunday, Brad Anderson says he'll put down his banjo and show his support for his wife by participating in the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Reporting in Lincoln, Nolan Crane, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.